Welcome back, science fans. Have you ever thought what would happen if all of Earth's volcanoes erupted at once? So, by popular demand, strap in and hold tight because we're about to embark on one of the most exhilarating scientific journeys you've ever been on. First off, let's get the basics down. A volcanic eruption is essentially Earth's way of venting. It's like the planet saying, "I've had enough, and now I need to let off some steam." But what if Earth decided to throw a full-blown tantrum and set off all its volcanoes at once? From Mount St. Helens in the US to Mount Fuji in Japan, they're all going off. So what's the first thing that happens? The atmosphere gets a heavy dose of volcanic ash, sulfur dioxide, and other gases. This cocktail would have a chilling effect, literally. We're talking about a volcanic winter where temperatures plummet and the sun becomes a distant memory. In fact, this has happened in the past. The eruption of Mount Tambora in 1815 led to the year without a summer, where global temperatures dropped by about 1.3 degrees Fahrenheit. This caused widespread crop failures and food shortages. In a more extreme case, like the eruptions that led to the Permian-Triassic extinction event about 252 million years ago, it's estimated that global temperatures fell much more. So imagine waking up one day and feeling that something's off. You look out the window and the sky isn't its usual blue. It's gray and heavy, almost like it's weighed down by something. The air outside feels thick, almost suffocating. That's the volcanic ash and sulfur dioxide filling the atmosphere. You'd probably reach for a sweater because of the suddenly colder temperatures. But the cold is more emotional, not physical, because you begin to realize that the sun won't be warming the Earth for a very long time. It's like the planet is going through a dark, depressive episode and we're being dragged behind. In a world engulfed by volcanic winter, the lines between day and night would blur, plunging us into a never-ending twilight that could last for years. Every corner of the Earth would be at risk, even the oceans. As underwater volcanoes erupt and collapse, they displace huge volumes of water, setting off colossal tsunamis. Coastal cities, they'd be in serious jeopardy. As more and more volcanic material spills into the ocean, sea levels begin to rise, flooding coastal towns and low-lying areas. If you're far away from the volcanoes or the oceans, these changes will unfold gradually. But you won't be spared, and in that moment, you'd realize how much we take the simple things for granted, like stepping into the sunlight and feeling its warmth on your skin. So how would something like this affect you, just an average Joe trying to live your life? Well, imagine you're hiking along your favorite path and notice that the forest isn't as lively as it used to be. The trees are struggling, their leaves covered in ash, unable to perform photosynthesis. The forest floor, once teeming with small critters, is eerily quiet. Birds are fewer, and those you do see look lost, flying around in confusion. Your favorite hiking spots feel like ghost towns now. Months in, the food chain is starting to collapse. Animals that rely on plants for food are starving. Predators that depend on those animals are also struggling. It's a domino effect, and we're not exempt from it. We're all feeling the pinch, and it's a fight for survival. Imagine going to the grocery store and finding empty shelves. No fruits, no vegetables, and soon enough, no meat either. We'd be rationing food, living off canned goods and whatever we've managed to stockpile. But for how long? Weeks? Months? The uncertainty would be the hardest part. And as the months turn into years, we'd have to adapt in ways we've never imagined. Indoor farming, artificial light for plants, lab-grown meat. These might become our new normal. But it's a fragile system, and we'd be living on the edge, every day a reminder of how much we took for granted. So yeah, it's a grim picture, but it's also a wake-up call, reminding us how interconnected life on Earth really is. One massive shake-up, and everything we take for granted could come crashing down. But let's not forget that volcanoes aren't all doom and gloom. They're also Earth's natural fertilizers. Volcanic soil is incredibly fertile, so, in a twisted way, Future civilizations might thank us for the most fertile soil ever, assuming they can survive the new ice age, of course. So there you go, that's what would happen if all of Earth's volcanoes erupted at once. But don't worry, the chances of simultaneous eruptions are extremely low, almost to the point of being scientifically impossible. Thanks for watching. Remember to smash that like button and hit subscribe. Trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming up next. Until the next time.